I often hear people say, how could I have done that? How could I have behaved like that? I can never forgive myself for acting that way, for saying that, or for doing that. We forget that we are not perfect. We are just humans, and it's okay to make mistakes. We forget that we deserve the same love, forgiveness, compassion that we give every other person. And by the way, if God can forgive you, who are you not to forgive yourself? Sometimes we are just unnecessarily hard on ourselves. We focus on pointing everything that is not right. We focus on highlighting our bad behaviors, highlighting our mistakes. We forget that there is good in each and every one of us. Hi beautiful people, welcome on board to Woman of Valor. Process your emotions intentionally. Today I would like us to talk about practicing self-compassion. Sometimes we are our biggest critic, and I understand that we really want to do better. I understand that we want to be the best version of ourselves, but then we need to learn to forgive ourselves. We need to learn to practice self-compassion. We need to learn to encourage ourselves. We need to learn to see ourselves the way that God sees us. God never ever highlights our bad behaviors. God calls us beautiful. He says we are a chosen people. We are a chosen generation. We are wonderfully and beautifully made. Even in our mess, God still loves us. He still showers us with His care. He still showers us with His mercy, with His goodness. We need to learn to do same. We need to learn to love ourselves in our mess. We need to learn to be patient with ourselves, to forgive ourselves until we get to the place where we want to be. Even God encouraged Himself. In the beginning, when He made the sun, the moon, the stars, the animals, He looked at it and said, it was good. When He made the first human, He looked at Adam and said, it was very good. He encouraged Himself. We need to learn to do same. Encouraging yourself is taking out time to look at your strengths, your achievements, your talents, and saying, yes, God did a good job on me. Or just looking at how far you've come, looking at all that you've overcome, and say, yes, I did that. I am strong. Look at how far I have come. Look at all that I've gone through, but I'm still standing. Practicing self-compassion is being patient with ourselves. It's being loving and kind with ourselves, even when we don't reach our expectations. It's the ability to say, yes, I may not have done this right, but I can do better, and I will do better next time. You don't have to criticize, judge, or talk down on yourself in that manner. No, you made a mistake. We all do. When you criticize yourself like that, you are condemning yourself, and you're not giving yourself the opportunity to do better or be better. You're not giving yourself the opportunity to grow and learn. You're literally highlighting your bad behavior, which sends across the message that the bad overweighs the good. But that is not true, because the good overweighs the bad in you, and you better start believing that. We need to learn to encourage ourselves, validate ourselves, compliment ourselves. In as much as receiving compliments from other people is good, we need to learn to do that ourselves. In as much as being encouraged by others is good, we need to learn to encourage ourselves. We need to learn to motivate ourselves. We need to be our biggest supporter. We need to be our biggest fan. Because if you don't, who will? You can't rely on other people's validation or other people's compliments and encouragement, because the truth is, people will not always be there to encourage you. People will not always be there to support you or to compliment you. So if you rely on them, what would you do in those times? It means you're literally crippling yourself. You're crippling your ability to move forward. Other people's validation, compliments, or encouragement should just be a plus. It should not be the reason why we feel good about ourselves. It should not be the reason why we do what we do, because they will not always be there. I once had a friend who told me if she steps out, like she dresses up and steps out, and nobody tries to hit on her or nobody tries to compliment her, she's going to feel so bad. She's just going to go back home. And I'm like, Why would you even say that? You're supposed to feel good about yourself. You're dressing up for yourself, not for others. You should know that you look good. You should feel good about yourself. Other people complimenting you is just a plus. Meaning whether they compliment you or not, you should be able to know that you rock. Whether they compliment you or not, you should be able to know that you are that girl. You should be able to know that you are the ish. You should be able to know that you are the prize. Okay? It's so important that we learn to separate our actions from who we are. We are not our actions. Our worth is not dependent on our actions. Our worth is not dependent on what we do. When we don't make this distinction, then we start considering ourselves as our actions. Then whenever we do something bad or whenever we make a mistake, we'll start feeling that we are bad, or we'll start feeling like we are the mistake. But that is not true. What you did was a mistake, but what you did is not you. You are different from what you do. Meaning that mistake does not change your worth. It does not change who you are. It does not change the fact that you're a good person. It does not change the fact that you are wonderfully and beautifully made. Also, it's impossible to genuinely compliment others if we don't feel good about ourselves. It's impossible to appreciate others if we don't appreciate ourselves. It's impossible to validate others if we don't validate ourselves. Because instead of trying to appreciate, compliment or encourage, we'll be looking at what they have, and then we'll start feeling insecure. We start feeling like they have something that we don't have. We'll start comparing it with what we have, because already we don't even feel good about what we have. And that's the reason why many women are not able to celebrate other women, are not able to genuinely encourage other women, because they don't feel good about themselves. So when they see another woman having something, or when they see another woman doing something, they start feeling insecure. They start comparing it with theirs, and it makes it impossible to celebrate the other person, because jealousy comes in, hate comes in, and all those other unnecessary stuff. But that is not how it's supposed to be. If only we can learn to be self-compassionate, to encourage ourselves, compliment ourselves, validate ourselves, then we'll have no problem doing so for another person. It's important that we treat ourselves with love and respect. Before saying something to yourself, assess. If you will not be able to say that thing to someone else, someone that you love and respect so dearly, then you shouldn't say it to yourself, because you love and respect yourself so dearly. By the way, words have power. All these negative words we keep pouring on ourselves, they have repercussions. All this cursing, all these insults, all this minimizing, all this criticizing, those are not words that we should keep pouring to ourselves. It's important that our words should be speaking life to the present and fruits to the future. Meaning, if those words are not positive, don't say it. Many people may insult you, many people may criticize you, but you shouldn't be one of them. You shouldn't be the person insulting and criticizing yourself. Take care of yourself, love yourself, approve yourself, take yourself out on dates. Take yourself out to dinner. If nobody will buy you a gift, buy yourself a gift. If nobody will take you out, take yourself out. Give yourself a treat. You deserve it. Plus remember, every other person will go away someday, but the only person that will remain with you is you. We have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video will cause you to stop all that criticizing, all that condemning. I hope that this video will cause you to stop highlighting your bad behaviors, because there is something good in you. I hope that this video will cause you to practice more self-compassion, to love, be patient, respect, adore, and take care of yourself. You deserve it. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed watching this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for the latest updates. Remember, here we are encouraging, loving, promoting, motivating, and rooting for each other. Same way I'm rooting for you. I love you, and there is nothing you can do about it.